a whole new week. It's a good morning to wake up to again. This morning I woke up and found out from my sister Chris that I actually was in the online version of InStyle yesterday. Apparently they were doing a piece on the final farewell of Carolyn and Calvin Klein that we saw in the TV series. And so in Love Story, you see that there is this sense of like a little bit of friction as she parted ways with him. I don't know that that's true. I imagine, you know, it's always sad when somebody that you've had as a colleague for years leaves, and she was a very important piece, instrumental, as I've talked about before. He really liked having positioned throughout the organization very empowered women, and she was doing an amazing job for him. So I'm sure that it was a little bit bittersweet to say goodbye, but isn't that the case with many of us when we've been with an organization for several years and it's time to go? So I feel like maybe they put some drama in there is my point, the injection of drama. But regardless, it was very nice that InStyle did the piece and that they would want to take a quote from me that was part of the New York Times, and another eek moment. So of course I love it. My sister is such a super sleuth, actually. I love that Chris even saw it because I would have had no idea unless somebody told me. But she happens to get a subscription. And so she saw it this morning when she was looking at different articles, and she immediately texted me, which I love. All right, anyhow, let us get into it. Is a beginning of a new week. We're on a Sunday. I need to run over very quickly to the farmer's market, pick up a couple of things, and then I need to do some other errands. I'm not sure I'm going to take you all around with me today because it's not very exciting things, but I thought at least we could play with some makeup together. And I know you all love makeup tutorials, so I'm switching it up a bit. We're going to actually start first with the Say Glow. You know, now that it's spring, I got a little bit of color last week. We're going through this heat wave right now, and so I'm just adding in some color. What I do is I just squeeze on a very thin veil of it onto the cheeks. I don't put this everywhere, otherwise you look too illuminated. But see, I'm going to take it on the cheeks. I'm going to apply it on the eyes for some glow. I'm going to get into the forehead area, but avoiding the center part here so that I don't get too much glow, because that could get oily, and I'm not going to put on the chin at all. Same thing here. I'm just going in, smoothing it across the eyes, and taking it right here. Basically, if you think about it, and then I'll tab just a little bit, but do you see where I'm going? It's not down here where it would get oily. It's just right in here. I'm taking it where I know my bronzers are going to go and so on, so that it's just giving that subtle diffused glow underneath these other products. Essentially, that's the first step, is we're using this to give diffused glow underneath the other products that we'll layer on. And it's just gonna give you this beautiful spring refresh look. We're gonna test this product from Make. If you remember in my last video, I was showing some things that I had been gifted. This is one of the items. They're not sponsoring this. It's my choice if I wanna use it or not. So I just thought we would test this together. So this is called the Diffusion Dew, and it's supposed to be a very light skin tint, basically your skin but better, very similar to the one I use probably from Summer Fridays. You can see already it's very thin, very watery. Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is pretty, barely noticeable. You can see just the slightest kiss. I would say, if you can see it, it's evening out my skin tone. And actually, it's got a bit of a diffused glow to it too. So this is pretty neat to see. Let's take it on the eyes because it is Sunday. Take it up into the forehead area. What do you guys think? I like it. I mean, this is not heavy coverage, that's for sure. But you know, for days where we're getting into spring, summer, you don't want too much heavy coverage. I like medium coverage sometimes too, very, very much, especially when I know I want to look my personal best. But for a day like this, I mean, look at that. And the ingredients in this are meant to be minimal. So You're not putting heavy ingredients on your skin, but it is giving this really pretty glow. What do you guys think? We're gonna go in next with this product. This is a concealer. This is a hero product. I have seen so many amazing reviews about this product, which was originally what got me excited. This skin tint, the Dew Tint, is a brand new product, whereas this one has been on the market for a while. The tint, the Radiant Skin Tint in Diffusion Dew, I have in Beige 03. And then the, oh, sorry, I don't know who's out there honking, but that's annoying for you all. I'm so sorry. And then the concealer is in 07 medium in the concealer. So let's give this a go and see what we think. Now, apparently, they are using natural ingredients for the most part, from what I've seen, and it's supposed to mimic your skin. And it stretches with your skin too, so that you shouldn't have creasing throughout the day, which we love that. We don't want creasing. Ooh, look how pretty that is. I'm gonna come in closer. Can you see that? I always bring it a little bit down because, first of all, if you've got puffy eyes, drawing it down in kind of a V, okay? It's going to diffuse that puffiness. But secondly, a lot of us get redness right in here, and overall we tend to need a little more coverage here. This is where you get more oils that it might slip in the day, so you want a little bit stronger coverage. We're going to go in with the Gucci bronzer, and I'm going to take it just under the cheekbones, and then I also want to take some right above the eyebrows at the high point, blend it out right where it's kissing from the sun. So we're just getting in there, kissing it. And then I want to take my foundation brush and just diffuse all of this so it looks very light and just melts into the skin beautifully. So pretty. I love this bronzer, by the way. I know it's pricey, but it is a really beautiful bronzer that never comes out too heavy. In fact, let's put this on the eyes as well too. I'm going to go in with my Polidorf blending brush, and I'm going to take this just into the crease and then blend up at the corner for a little bit of lift. Isn't that pretty? Let's do this other side and blend it up. Really, really pretty. Love that. Next, we're going to go in with our trusty eyelash curler. Get in right at the roots. Really hold it in. Pinch, 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 and release. Isn't that pretty? This blush we're going to try is also from Make. It's in the shade Hyper Nude. And we're going to come right here at the high point. And let's start here and then see where else. So I'm just going to blend this in to the cheekbone. Ooh, this is pretty. Very light flush. Let's take some here on the nose in our V. Definitely has some glow. What do you guys think? This is pretty. Maybe I'll take the excess and just put it here, and it gives you kind of this petal effect. It's not pinky pink, but it definitely gives you some blush tone to this. This is really pretty. And do you see how, remember how we put the Say on at the beginning? Now as the layers are adding, I can see more of that diffused glow coming through. So see how if I angle my cheek, you can see that glow coming through, which is so pretty. Adding some to the top of my eyes instead of doing eyeshadow, because it just gives that petal glow. Everything's very glowy. I love this. It's perfect for spring. Let's go in with this new Refi brow tint that I got. This is in the shade Ash. I've never used this brand before, but I know, ooh, this is pretty. Very pretty. A lot of people have talked about this, and I finally decided to pull the plug. What do you think? Do you like that? I'm not wearing eyebrow pencil under, and I'm at the end of my tint. Remember, when I tint my brows, it only lasts for about 3 weeks. So this is actually really pretty, and it makes me think that for spring, as I see this, I already did this side. So you can see that's dry already, and then this side, this is really pretty. I'm thinking I am gonna tint my eyebrows again because it just makes it easier, but I think I'm gonna go a shade lighter. So I used to do medium, and now I'm gonna go to more of a light brown, which will match this ash. And I think that should be really pretty for spring. What do you think? Coming to the end of eyes, we're going in with my favorite Lancome. This is such a beautiful mascara. And I'm just really getting in at the roots. So it's also stamping, if you can see in my waterline. And there you go. I'm taking my Victoria Beckham sculpting pencil and I'm gonna come just underneath the lash line for some definition and diffuse that in. And then also here, just to give my lips that plumped look. And then under here as well. And just diffusing it with my finger. Ah, we need to get this other eye too. I love this instead of traditional eyeliner. I think this looks so pretty. It just gives you that look of like a little bit of shadow, but not as intense sometimes as eyeliner. What do you think? I get this now. So they've invested in being able to create shades that are going to immediately give you that plumping effect to your lips. This is where their technique is, and this is why it's going to look similar to some of your other shades, but unless you put it on, you're not going to see how incredibly amazing it is. But I'm doing it for you, so you're seeing firsthand what happens. This is pretty cool. And there we go. I just increased the size of my lips. That's really incredible. I would diffuse it with your finger a little bit though. Super, super cool. This is a keeper, and this is in shade Cowgirl. I decided to go with this YSL pairing. I think that this is better for today's look. Now, again, I do really like the formulation of the MPH lip sticks. Those are beautiful. Those Siggy Stips are beautiful. I just think I need a different shade. So I'm going to go back to Sephora and find a shade that is better for me going into spring, summer. But for today, do you see how just a shade of lipstick lights up the whole face? This is what I needed. That's beautiful because now this shade is picking up on here and everything's tying in as a complete picture. And we're going to top off with a little bit of the matching lip gloss. I will put the shades for you in the link so you can see. Oh yeah. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful pairing. And again, I used the Cowboy lip liner, but now I switched it over to the YSL. So this is a gorgeous pairing of this with that Cowgirl liner. I think is stunning. Yeah, absolutely pretty. This is our look for today. Finished look. Now just need to change and then we're off to do errands. I have deliveries. This is my first week of starting to think about spring things. So I wanted to show you some of the items that I got. I don't think I mentioned it, but my sister Chris, the one that lives in Miami, she's going to be coming out in the first week of April. She has a conference, but we're gonna go spend the weekend in Laguna Beach and I'm so excited. My birthday is March 31st, so for us it's like a post-birthday celebration / mini vacation for her, very important with how busy her schedule is, and just some good sister bonding time. So I immediately started thinking about some things that I wanted, and first of all, swimsuits, always a favorite. So one of my favorite brands, you have to understand something about my family, is we're Miami, LA women. I know some of you really enjoy wearing one pieces. I don't. And I never have. Like, I think in my entire lifetime, if I've ever even owned 5 one-piece bathing suits, that would be a lot. The only one I have in my closet right now is one. So I'm a bikini girl through and through, and I love bikinis. The less there is, the better. It's just the girl in me growing up in LA and then being in Miami. So this may be for you, this may not, but I'll show you. I'm not gonna do a try on right now. I'll show you that when I'm there, but I got this from Summer Swim. It's a set, a triangle bikini set. I love the brand Summer Swim. I think that they do beautiful, beautiful bikinis, and I'm always picking up things from them. So I got this great shade of green, which is a delight. I've never had in this green shade before. So I'm really excited to be able to have that for spring, summer. Then another one that I got is, and this one I already started wearing last weekend, is I got this balconette style, which is really beautiful. And again, I can do a try on another time, but I think this is so chic. I love the gold hardware. And to pair with that, I have 2 bottoms. The green one that I have in the bikini, I also have in black, but then I also have this one, which is brand new. And this one is a tie wraparound one. So you'd wrap it like this, basically, and then you could tie it in the back, which is perfect for tanning. I like things like this where I'm not gonna have tan lines. And then I got this bottom, to go with both. I'll put links for all of these for you to see, but this bottom, you buy each piece separately so then you can intermix. Like this goes with this, but also goes with this. Next things I got, I actually am gonna stand up and start showing you. First up are these Enza Costa pants. These I actually got last year, but there's a reason why I'm showing them to you because I love them. The fabric was perfect for last spring and summer. They have pockets. They're well designed. They are long, and I need to get them hemmed. I never did last year. Last year I was using little sticky tape to hold it in place and laughed at myself, but they're just gorgeous, and I love the way that they drape, and I do need to take them to my tailor. But I love them so much that I decided this year I wanted to get them in white. When I got these, I got them in a size 1, thinking it was gonna be cut small, but actually it was generous. I don't mind, like I like the loose feel of it, but this time round I got it in 2 different sizes so we can see what we like better. So this is the black, and now we're gonna put on the new pair I got. And here is the white in size 1. I'll tell you something interesting right off the bat. I can see that this isn't as generous cut as my black pair. So they've changed something in the pattern. Also, this has like it's cotton, but it has a linen tweed effect to it, which I really like. I should come in closer so you can see the tweed effect. The pockets are a neutral shade, which is really nice. I just love that it has pockets. I'm gonna be living in these. So this is a size 1. Now let's put on the 0 and see what we like better. Hey, and then this is the 0. Much more fitted, still flattering. I mean, I like it. I don't know, what do you think? This t-shirt is from the brand Etern. Funny enough, I never really wore t-shirts until more recently in the last couple of years. I don't have a large t-shirt collection, but I understand it just was never my vibe before, and then I finally got into it. The thing is I was lacking having a really nice, soft, fitted t-shirt. And that's what I found with this Etern one. Instantly when I put it on, it is so soft. It's really nice, well constructed. And this one is for sure a keeper, and I'm sure that I will get so much use out of it. This is a top from the brand Flora Flore. This one is really reminiscent of tops that I have had from the 1990s. And I love when it's a deep V. I love when it's like this clean cut style, not as soft as the Etern one. I'm gonna be really honest about that. But can you see, like if you're wearing a low-waisted pair of pants or a skirt, this is a really good one. And the top is, I think it comes in at just under $100. One is a tube dress from Flora Flore. Doesn't really do anything for me. I can see this would be so cute for somebody, and definitely they would like it. But I feel like I already have dresses like this. It's not doing anything. These are separates that I put on my little Chanel slingback so you can kind of see the vibe I was going for. These are leggings, knit leggings that are from Totem. I think the fit on them is incredible. I have the full length leggings and I love them. I wear them every single winter, which is why I thought to get the capris. When I think about it, I think what's going to happen is I'm on the fence if I should keep them or not. I need to process a little bit. I think that they are amazing. I just am a little bit worried that when we get into hot days, like these 90-degree days, am I going to be able to wear these in the daytime? I don't think so. But I could wear them at night. I could wear them out to dinner for something and they'll be so chic and the fit is incredible on them, and I know from my other pair of leggings it doesn't lose shape, which is why I'm inclined to keep it. The flip side is, though, would I wear it more in the daytime or the nighttime? I'm not sure. Meanwhile, though, this muscle tee is also from Flora Flore, and it's another piece that I have another muscle tee. I only have two other muscle tees. I have one for Preiki that has padded shoulders, which is very exaggerated, and then I have another muscle tee from my Bisou days, but it's cut here. So I think this was a good investment to get the Flora Flora one, and I like it. I actually like this together. I think it's kind of like that 1960s vibe, but I would zhuzh it up with some accessorizing. But this is a really good basic tee to be able to have and wear with shorts, jeans, whatever it might be. This skirt is from Sir. I'm wearing it with my Zara tank. This is what I envision, but it's not coming together. I think this is a beautiful, well-constructed skirt. I think that for somebody who is into, I have a hard time with patterns. You've seen, I don't wear very many patterns because I struggle with them. And I can see where this can be really flattering for somebody. I don't like this tie detail. That right for me is a NYX. It just doesn't work for me. I like clean lines, as you know, and things. And then the pattern, I think the colors are beautiful. What I wanted was because of the powder blue, but seeing it on, it's just not doing anything for me. So this one is going back. Last but not least is this dress. I'm showing you because I said I would show you everything from the haul. I'm so disappointed. I love Sir. I have dresses from Sir that just absolutely I love so much, but I thought that this one was going to be more fitted, more like, I don't know, more like this and like this fitted in, and it's just not cutting it. I feel like I'm wearing a paper bag. So this is the haul for today. It just goes to show what we see in pictures doesn't always fit us individually in the most flattering way, and it doesn't have to do necessarily with somebody being thin versus not thin, you know, in about body shape. There's just certain things where, prime example, design team missed it in this. Somebody's out there loving this dress, a lot of somebody's, because it was almost sold out. But for me, definitely does not work, and I'd rather buy things I genuinely love than get something that just sits in my closet. To show you. I know you love when I get sent different things from brands, so I thought I would show you some of these. Are really cool, actually. So starting strong with Amika. How funny that Amika would send me their new body care line. There's one more product. I started using this already. It is so good. First of all, the scent is absolutely phenomenal. It is just so beautiful. This is the bath wash. They sent me the bath wash, a bath oil, and a bath body butter. This is so convenient that it has the little thing, you turn it over. I've been using it every night for the last couple of nights and absolutely love it. It's very hydrating. My skin, if you could feel my skin right now, it's so soft. And then the second thing that they sent me is this one, which is the I'm Glistening Radiant Rich Body Oil. It looks like this, and it has a pump. And I was a little bit nervous. I love body oils, but I always worry, is it gonna damage my pajamas? You know, is it gonna ruin my sheets? No, this one is very fast absorbing. That's what surprised me the most. And the ingredients are so good. So I put it on and it almost like within a minute was already absorbed into my skin, which I think is fantastic. And just the ingredients are beautiful. It has vitamin C, apricot oil, fermented papaya oil and enzyme, sea buckthorn. And these are all working to hydrate your skin and at the same time slough off any dead skin cells as well too, which I think is fantastic. And then you've got the body butter, which you're gonna see, it's called the Big Embrace. I love the names of these products as well too. And it comes in a container like this. Again, their signature scent. You can see I've already been dipping in. You can see my fingerprints in it, but oh, it is so, so good. And I have been using this every night for like the last, I would say, 4 nights, and I absolutely love every single product. So that is Amika, definitely strong and going to keep using it. From Goody, we have these Comfort Flex claw clips for the hair. Let's try it. I'm taking out the black one right now. And we'll pull my hair back. I can tell you this is so easy. When you can do it one-handed as swiftly as this, that's a great sign. Oh yeah, look at that. From YSE, we have the Extreme Glow Dewy Peptide Plumping Serum. I have heard so many incredible things. Of course, like many, I absolutely love Molly Sims. It feels like it is so intuitive for her to have created her own skincare line, considering she devotes so much time to reviewing other lines. And this looks like it is lush. So it comes in this container, and then it's got a pump, and we'll pump some off. Ooh, pretty. So it's very luminous right away. Oh, it feels nice. Okay, so it's got a very liquid base, and this would go on after you cleanse, and as you are, if you're going to exfoliate first. Do your toner pads. I heard her toner pads and her eye patches are incredible. And then you put this beautiful serum on, and then your final step would be your moisturizer. So this looks lush, and I can tell you it feels lush. And look at my skin right away. Do you see that? Very good sign. Excellent. On the topic of skincare, I was also sent this beautiful collection from Good Molecules. So sweet of them. I think that when it comes to affordable skincare, they excel. I think it is just amazing to see the skincare line. I'm going to be testing this over the next week or two, and I will get back to you because I'm not as familiar, but they sent me a really nice package actually. So they sent me, I'm going to do it in order of what it would be. First of all, the niacinamide brightening toner. This is formulated with niacinamide to really penetrate into the skin and give your first step of layer, which then you would go in with this hyaluronic serum. Always down for a hyaluronic serum. And then they sent me this beautiful Yerba Mate makeup eye gel. Can't wait to see how that is with my skin. And then a beautiful lightweight daily moisturizer, which I have a feeling this is going to be perfect going into spring, summer. So I will keep you posted. I know you have asked me in the past for more affordable options, and I think it's amazing they sent that over. So we'll test it together. Then my K18 family sent me this. I have the Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask and the Peptide Prep Detox Shampoo. I've only ever used a small sample of this. I haven't had this before, and I've never had this. So I will let you know. I keep hearing that it's really good to use detox shampoos at least a couple of times in the month. So I'm very excited. Thank you to K18. This should be really interesting for me on my hair journey, and they include like a list of all of their products and everything you can find at Sephora. The final gifting is from Make Cosmetics. This is a new makeup brand to me, though I know it has a very loyal following. They sent me the Diffusion Dew Skin Tint. This is a brand new product that just released. And then they also sent me the Skin Mimic Concealer. And then they also sent me the Cream Stroke Cream Blush. For shades, we've got in the Diffusion Dew Radiant Skin Tint. This is Beige 03. And then for this one in the concealer, I have 07 medium, and my cream stick is in hyper, oh, where is it? Hyper nude. Okay, I am wearing these right now. Can you see? When I did this, I did it as a makeup tutorial with some other products that I used today, but do you see the radiance? The skin, my skin, but better. Basically, it is using products that are much more natural products, and it is using products where essentially it has skin mimicking pigments that add radiant coverage while blurring, smoothing, and brightening. Sheer yet buildable. It's a lightweight product formulated with niacinamide and adhesion to enhance skin for a glowing, healthy complexion. They delivered. I mean, this is glowy, this is healthy looking. I would say it is a lighter formula that you could build up, I'm sure. I also really like this blush because you can see it's more of a neutral shade of blush. I paired it with my Gucci bronzer today, but I'm also wearing it on my lids. I can forego using eyeshadow because this does dual purpose. I bet I could even use this on my lips and it would be so pretty with a tint. Now I want to show you Good Molecules. This is a brand that I have not used before, but I keep reading amazing reviews. It's available at Ulta, and it is an affordable skincare line, which you all are always asking me what are options, you know, at different levels. And I'm so excited to try this. And they sent me a great mix of products. So they sent me, first of all, the niacinamide brightening toner, which this is great. It's clinically proven to brighten skin. 97% of users say it brightens skin and improves texture and appearance of enlarged pores. So that is really neat. We would follow that, of course, with the hyaluronic acid serum, which 94% say that it is plumping the skin and giving beautiful texture to the skin. And then they also sent me the Yerba Mate eye gel, which would be for daytime, reducing puffiness and the appearance of fine lines. So excited to see that. And last but not least, we have the lightweight daily moisturizer, which 97% say it is a very emollient for the skin. So they're backed, you know, with numbers and science, and the price points I think are very good when I looked online and saw at Ulta. Lovelies, I am documenting moments. So we are at our next stop. I just found out that my beautiful Sula sisters are working today, which means I can go and fix these eyebrows, make them look extra pretty for tomorrow. If I haven't told you already, major campaign is what I'm shooting tomorrow and why I'm doing so much beautification. By the way, do you like my nails? Which is why we're doing so much beautification. I wish I could tell you more, but all I can say is this tremendous thank you now, because I am filled with gratitude. This campaign is a milestone for me and part of what the future is, and I would not be here if it wasn't for all of you. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm just filled with gratitude to you for enjoying my content and bringing me to this point, and I just can't wait to keep sharing the journey with you. I just finished. Salima did such a beautiful job. She is so good, as is her sister. Either of them are absolutely incredible, but my brows are so on point. I'm really excited for tomorrow now. Surprise! Most of you didn't know I have naturally curly hair. So next step is a must. We need to go in with the leave-in conditioner. It is wonderful for preventing breakage and shedding. I usually alternate between this one from Living Proof or I use this one from Amika. Today we're going to use the Amika one because it's got extra hydration. So what I do is I just take the pump and I generously squirt it into my hair, especially on the ends I'm going to get. And I just punch it in, get the back. I'm going to do the other side. And then next step, we're going to leave it in for just a minute or two. And then we're going to brush our hair because this also is giving heat protection and it's a detangler. I use this brush from Rain Cry. Do you see the tips on it? It has rounded tips on the bristles and it doesn't pull your hair and create breakage. So I really like this one. Plus it's small enough I can carry it in my handbag. Kerastase for root growth. This is amazing. I take my pipette and put it in all at the crown. And then I am going to take my hands and massage it in. Kerastase again, but this is the peptide serum that is a heat protector, and it's also to prevent breakage. So we're gonna take 2 pumps. I divide my hair in 2, and then I'm just gonna run it through. And now I'm ready to blow dry. Dyson is my absolute favorite. I always do a rough dry like you just saw, and then I go in with my extra large roller brush. I feel ready to start the day. What do we think? Hello lovelies, we are on our way over to the museum store, but I was over on the street and I thought it would be fun to show you. Do you see this building in the background behind the pretty trees? This was my second adult teen apartment. My first one was in Brentwood, and this was the second apartment building that I had my own apartment in. This is going back in the 1990s before I moved over to Europe. But wasn't it a cool building? At the time, it was super modern. There weren't buildings really out here in LA like this. Funny enough, now you see them everywhere. But also Tyra Banks lived in this building. A couple of other models lived in this building. I didn't know when I moved in. It was just a building that was really cool to be able to live in. And one of my best friends, Samira, that you guys have seen before in videos, she lived in the building next door, so it made sense, and it was close to my work at the time. All right, come on, let's go over to the museum store. It's a little quiet here right now. This is a spring day, so there's not as many people, but it is beautiful being able to come here. I don't know if you can see the people in the background on the hillside, but in the summertime it gets really, really busy here, and it gets this beautiful breeze. It comes all the way from the ocean, so people love coming here and hanging out, and sometimes they do concerts and whatnot, so it's just a really fun place to be.
Yo no te he dicho aún, yo no te he dicho aún, ya no hay versos para ti, sin razón.
Unfortunately, they did not have my book, but that's okay. There's been some changes in the economy, and so the boutique store is now smaller. They don't have as big a selection, but that's okay. But this museum area is so beautiful. You need to come visit it when you're in LA. It's worth it. It's such a beautiful day, and I can feel the breeze behind me. By the way, this behind me too is the Academy Museum. It's adjacent to the other museum. So we are going to wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed the vlog this week, and I will see you next week again. My sister is coming into town, so next week's vlog we are going to be road tripping.